Okay, so I'm going to multiply those together. I'm going to show you something called the old school method. Okay, what I want you to remember is if you were going to multiply, like elementary school multiplication, if I asked you to multiply 132 multiplied by 12, okay? If I asked you to multiply those together, you don't have to write this part down. I just want you to get a concept, okay? You would multiply the 2. You take it to 2. That'll give you a 4. 2 times 3 gives you a 6. 2 times 1 gives you a 2. Then you would leave a space. Now, some of you used to put an X as a space. I'm going to tell you, I want you to put a 0 as a space. Okay, then you multiply the tens place. 1 times 2 gives you 2. 1 times 3 is 3. And 1 times 1 is 1. Then you add things up in columns. So you'd get 1, 5, 8, 4. Okay, I'm going to show you a way to multiply polynomials the exact same method. Okay, you always line up the biggest one, so line up the trinomial in the top, and then line up right underneath it the binomial. You could do this trinomial with trinomial as well. So multiply put the bigger one on the top, put the smaller one underneath. Now, we are going to do exactly like I just did in this old school multiplication thing, but the only thing that's different is you have to put the signs. So that means you have to put plus or minus, and there is no carrying. Okay, you do not have to carry. So you have to put the signs, and you do not have to carry. So, negative 5 times 3 gives you negative 15. Negative 5 times negative 2x gives you plus 10x. So remember, put the sign and do not carry. Negative 5 times x squared gives you negative 5x squared. Now I'm going to skip a space, so put a 0, put plus 0. That's why I don't want you to put an x, because we're dealing with x's now. Okay, so put a plus 0, and then look at the tens place and multiply. X times 3 gives you positive 3x. X times negative 2x gives you negative 2x squared. And x times x squared is x cubed. Now, if you do this correctly, these are perfectly lined up in columns for you, and they already are with their like terms. So you just add together in columns. X cubed minus 7x squared plus 13x minus 15. And you're done. Okay, this is my favorite method. Some people don't like this. They want to continue to do their distributive numerals. That's fine. Okay?
There's a fly.
Okay.
I'm confused. Where did you get the x cubed?
X times x squared. Okay, let's try one more. Last one. For number 6, I would like you to multiply 3x cubed, excuse me, I'm sorry, 3x squared, not bad, 3x squared plus 3x plus 5 multiplied by 2x plus 3. 3x squared plus 3x plus 5 multiplied by 2x plus 3. Now, you can do this by any method you choose. So you guys try to do it by whatever method you prefer. I'm going to do it by the old school method, and then when you're done, I want you to look up and check to see if we get the same answer. Did we get the same answer, no matter what you chose? Okay, so you should get 6x cubed plus 15x squared plus 19x plus 15. Whatever you want, it doesn't matter. Okay, let me show you guys a couple of challenge problems that you might see on your test, types of problems that you may see on your test. Okay, these are more of a challenge. Okay, the challenge problems are, if I want you to simplify a to the 4x minus b to the 3y quantity squared. A to the 4x minus b to the 3y squared. So, first thing you have to remember is that this square, you cannot distribute it inside, okay? Because this is a binomial. It's attached to something by a plus or minus. So you have to write these out 2 times. So a to the 4x minus b to the 3y multiplied by another a to the 4x minus b to the 3y. So this is a FOIL problem. Okay, this is a FOIL problem. So if you multiply first times first, that is going to be a to the, now what do you do when you have the same base? What do I do with those exponents? Add them. So I'm going to write 4x plus 4x. I will clean it up in my next step, but I'm just going to show my work here. Okay, outsides, you'd multiply. There is a negative, so negative a to the 4x, b to the 3y. You multiply the insides again, you have another negative a to the 4x, b to the 3y. And when you multiply the last terms together, you get a positive b to the, add those together, 3y plus 3y. Then I want you to actually clean those up. So when you clean those up, these are like terms. Okay, you can clean up that a, 4x plus 4x gives you 8x, minus 2, a to the 4x, b to the 3y. These do not add together. The exponents do not add together. Okay, this is one term, this is one term. So you cannot add the exponents together. And then finally, plus b to the, these are in the same exponent, so they do add together to give you b to the 6y. Okay, you would see something like that on a test. Yes? Can you do this? This is a FOIL problem, so you could, yes, you could do the Punnett square, but it's a FOIL problem. You're going to have to learn FOIL. Okay, you have to do first, outer, inner, last. You just have to. Otherwise, you will not have time to do Punnett squares on every single problem. FOIL is something that you need to be able to do. Okay, let me try one more challenge problem for you. Okay, for number 2, I would like you to try, again, to simplify. Okay, I want you to simplify in parentheses 2x to the a minus 1 power minus 3y to the b plus 5 power multiplied by 4x to the a minus 1 plus 5y to the b plus 5. 2x to the a minus 1 minus 3y to the b plus 5 multiplied by 4x to the a minus 1 plus 5y to the b plus 5. Now, each of these is a binomial. Okay, this is one term here. This is another one term. So those are not separate terms there. Okay, binomial times a binomial, we will FOIL. Okay, F stands for first times first. Yes. Can you what?
Can you zoom in?
Oh, yes. Sorry. Okay, so let's multiply by first times first. So 2x to the a minus 1 multiplied by 4x to the a minus 1. So when those multiply together, multiply the numbers in front, so it gives you a. X to the, what do I do with the x exponents? Add them together. So a minus 1 plus a minus 1. So I'm not going to actually add them together. I'm just going to show you the step, how I did that. Okay, I will put them together in the next step. Then the outsides, you multiply outsides together, you're going to end up with minus 2 and 5, or I'm sorry, plus, excuse me, plus 2 times 5 gives you 10, x to the a minus 1, y to the b plus 5. So yes, that is a long term, but this is one term there. Okay, multiply the insides together, you'd get negative 12. You always want to do the alphabetical order, so x to the a plus 1, y to the b plus 5. I'm sorry, a minus 1. I'm sorry. And finally, multiply the last terms together. So negative 15, y, and add together the exponents, b plus 5 plus b plus 5. Sorry, I'm running out of room there. Now combine your like terms. These are like terms because their exponents are exactly the same. Okay, those are exponents that are exactly the same. So here, your 8x. These are all together, so you can add them together. So that's 2a minus 2. Now, the only thing that adds together here are the coefficients, just the numbers in front. So minus 2x. Now, can you add together the a minus 1 and the b plus 5? No, because they are not on the same letter. So they stay separate. So x to the a minus 1, y to the b plus 5. Those are all together. And then finally, minus 15y, and add these together, 2b plus 10. That's the answer that we're looking for. Okay, that is more of a challenging problem. But you know how to do that. Okay, it is still FOIL. You know the exponent rules. Okay?